I'm in the rush. I never switch.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. This fielded at the 2. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. The 30, past the 20, touchdown, Houston. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 27, Mahomes dancing to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Nicole Hardman, the intended target. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 1-yard line.
Max 50.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans push further out in front.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
From
the gun, here's Watson. He's got the hook up to Miller. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Space to maneuver at the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Quit talking about it.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The 20. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's McCoy. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Flushed out right. That's complete. It's Bell. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 10 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Let's go
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set, 19. Mike is 59, Mike to 59. I'll be back.
On second and 11 now. Watson eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain there of 21 yards. Off the draw. Here's Johnson. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. On first and 10, Watson. It's caught. It's Miller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now second and 13. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now third down. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it second down and 11. On second and 11 now. Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for the Texans, Will Fuller. He'll field this at the 5. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And an alley to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Now a handoff. Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. Here's Watson. Option left. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Texans push further out in front. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Out of the gun, Watson steps away. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 31, Mahomes. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Kansas City.
15. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Out of the pistol, it's McCoy. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Here's Mahomes to throw, escaping the pressure right, and seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to rifle. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 38 yards as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set. 19. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Alert.
On first down, Watson, screenplay, Johnson. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. The final shot before the break, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes being chased out left. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Again, it's McCoy. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He can run for it, and he will. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Carlos Watkins in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. And the kick by Butker is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. He finds his man Johnson. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Chris Jones able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. This is caught inside the 15. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, Watson forced out to his left. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
And I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
At their own 25-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll go again to McCoy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and the Chiefs' first down. So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They go play action. Now Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, and the Texans scoop it. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Frank Clark, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack on 1st down, Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. Stills the intended target. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And an alley to run. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Watch out.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 50 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. This for his running back, McCoy. A gain of 4 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Hey, 43, 15.
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Attack!
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to be incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Dancing to his left. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
It's coming again. An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch the safety creep.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now Mahomes gets this one to Hill, and he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, watch it. Hey, 57.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Mahomes to throw, being chased out left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Mahomes throwing on 4th. The quick slant caught. A great open field tackle is going to stop it shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You must get tired of seeing me.
And some room to run now. And way up past the 35.